What is good? What is good? What are those faces, you fucking weirdos? What is good, everybody? Happy fucking Tuesday, guys. Happy basically last day of the year. I hope everybody's week is going good so far. I hope your guys' year is ending well. I know ours is. Rossi boy, how you doing today, brother?
Cold, man. Arizona turns you into a total bitch with the winter. So other than being cold, fucking, I've been in a great mood recently. It's been absolutely awesome to spend time with everybody. Santa Claus was awesome this year, and there's been a lot of eating. So definitely had to up the cardio a bit at the gym. Been stuffing face, but dude, it's been excellent, man. I got no complaints over here. How about you guys?
Hell yeah. Jordy?
Brother. Blessed. Grateful. Alive.
Eden.
Eating. Happy to be here. It's been a while. Yeah. Frequency has been amazing. The energy has been amazing. The momentum throughout the year has been amazing all the way up until this very day on this very live. So I'm feeling good, man. And yeah, just ready to hit the ground running with y'all boys 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And brother Joseph, how goes it for you? Huh?
It's going fucking amazing. Went on a nice mushroom trip this past weekend with my wife. Had a very good experience with that. Actually, one of the best trips I've ever been on in my entire life. Connected some neural pathways in our brains and killed some egos in the process. So that was fucking dope.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, life has been good. Business has been fucking booming. As you guys know, I've been working on building out the course. Like, probably had it ready about 8 times already. Now this is time number 9. But yeah, that's all getting worked on, finished, put it into the school app. It looks beautiful now too in the school app. It looks fucking dope. So excited for that, and just getting our goals set for the new year. Literally yesterday in the community, we did a goal setting meeting with everybody. And then today, my morning meeting, we did some goal setting. And then today, for the last 2 hours sitting with you boys, we did some goal setting. So I think it's safe to say we're going to hit some big ass fucking goals in 2026. So excited for that. Nico, what's good, my brother? He says, "Zup, hustlers." Bro, mushrooms are powerful. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And they fucking definitely help drop the ego, teach you lessons that we were meant to be taught. So all that was dope. And I'm feeling amazing from it.
Good, brother.
You know what else teaches you things? Getting older and failing and falling on your face.
Wait, hold on, Ross. You mean failure is a good thing?
No.
Wait, hold on. You mean you have to fail before you succeed? That's crazy, man.
And that means you have to do something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let them know.
All the basics.
My mind is fucking blown.
Hey, listen, tell them.
Nice.
Make moves, not excuses. Y'all be making them excuses. That's why you're fucking broke.
All 2026, all moves, all gas, no brakes, no excuses. Stuff them in a sack, put them on the sleigh, send them back to the North Pole. They're with Santa Claus now. You don't have them. Merry Christmas.
Merry Xmas. Yeah, if you are not complaining about the amount of problems you have that you need to sort out, that means you're not taking enough action.
And if you are complaining because you have problems, you're being ungrateful because you asked for these fucking problems.
Facts.
Solve bigger problems, get bigger paychecks.
Exactly. We had a deal that we had a problem yesterday, and fucking literally it was either we closed the day or it canceled. Buyer was fully willing to back out, all the bullshit. It is now the wire will hit my account in about 15 minutes. And one was funded, and fucking that one got closed. And the only reason that happened was because we found a solution. We work with people, guys. People have problems. We got to find real solutions for real people sometimes in these situations. With these people, there was some fucking real shit going down. They were old. The husband went to the hospital because he was unresponsive last week. And someone said, "Stop swearing. Fuck off." Get off
stop
my
fucking
page,
swearing, Joe. What the fuck are you doing? All that?
Yeah, that's what I say to your fucking curse words.
God damn
But
it.
I was told from a very intelligent seller that swearing is a sign of intellect.
Oh,
So
100%.
ever since then, I just let it flow. But anyways, before I was rudely interrupted by Carter H3 Little Dick. The seller went to the hospital because they were unresponsive, and the buyer was like, well, if they're not out by tomorrow, then we are not closing, and we had to deal with that. And the reality of this stuff is we're dealing with real people's lives here, and it's not just what the buyer wants, it's not just what the seller wants, it's how can we find a solution that makes sense for everyone involved so that the deal can get done. That's how you get shit fucking done. So unfortunately, that's what it has to be. But just find fucking solutions, guys, and stop being soft. And don't be weird like Carter H3 head, whatever the fuck it is.
I thought like 80 or 90% of people on social media watch without volume. So I don't know. Should be good. It shouldn't offend too many people. But no, another thing is within all that finding like common ground, there's a lot of negotiation and a lot of like motivational speaking that needs to happen to these people during these really messed up situations. These people are at an all-time low. Path of least resistance is just to throw in the towel. So not only do we need to convince them that we have the solution, we need to convince them that their life will be better as a result of us solving this major problem in their life. That can take some serious freaking convincing sometimes.
It can.
It's true.
It 100% can. And sometimes it seems like there is no other option. Or sometimes on the other end, people want to work in the black and white when you have to go into the gray. Like, it's like the black and white is like, this is a house. When it's sold, they have to be out of the house, and this is the way it's supposed to go. And it's like, okay, I completely get it. Like, that's how it should go. However, there's extenuating circumstances sometimes that it's like, y'all want to close this year because you're trying to write off your fucking taxes, right? So if you want to get what you want, Carter got banned for his comments. I don't even know how that's a thing. Bye-bye. But anyways, someone else said, shut up, Carter. You can leave now. So well, he did. He got banned. So I don't know how to ban people, but there you go.
I may or may not know how to ban people, so I don't know. Well, yeah.
Okay, well maybe Jordan did. Apparently he's still here. So
did you ban him, Jordan?
I muted him.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. That's what it was. That's what it was.
But
like this realtor that was working for the buyer, she wanted things done a specific way. She wanted to be in the black and white. And it's like, look, you guys want to close. You guys want to do that. Like, you know what I mean? You guys want to fucking close tomorrow or today. But you also want them out. You can't have your cake and eat it too sometimes. Sometimes you're going to have to give up a little bit to figure this shit out. It's just, you're going to have to give a little bit to get to the solution. That's how it works sometimes. So
it's about compromise, and it's talking to these people about compromise. Joey, like a lot of these people, they don't understand how a real estate transaction works or how many things can go wrong. So typically what I use is either third-party stories or something that relates to their personal life. I'll ask them what they like, what do they do? And then I'll be like, hey, believe it or not, the majority of things in life operate in a gray area, like probably more than 90% of things. Like that's a lot of gray area. Black and white is really like very optimistic thinking, and that's a load of shit.
Yeah, and it's boomer thinking, it's outdated. I have a alternative term to gray area because I think when people hear gray area, they might be like, oh, are you breaking laws? No, listen. Creative zone, the creative area, right? I was talking to my team about this the other day. I was like, bro, we could do it. As long as it's within the lines of ethics,
of course,
and the law, we could do it. Get creative. I told my disc, I was like, bro, get creative with that shit, man. And try alternative solutions that you never thought of before, that you never did before. You're gonna get the job. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love it. The gray areas is where the magic happens. It's where all the creativity happens, baby.
Yeah, it's almost like if you take a look at every deal you've ever closed, Shirt and clothes stop advertising, dude. I'm 8 years old.
Hey, you know what? Welcome.
Maybe you should have YouTube bands.
I don't know why you're on YouTube. Actually,
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, my 9-year-old is not on YouTube. I'll tell you that much for sure. But you know, to each their own. And God,
you're on a page that there's going to be cursing.
Yeah,
that is all I will say.
Anybody you know that owns a business, things get difficult and cursing happens.
Yes.
So they're going to learn eventually. It's my favorite line. But yeah, if you look at all the deals you've closed, how many of them have gone like according to plan? Like what's the over under?
Not zero, because the one that funded today actually did go according to plan. Like it literally got closed in a very easy amount of time. It funded exactly when it was supposed to fund. And that was that, right? But then we had 2 closings today, and then we had the Pensacola one, and that one was the exact opposite, right? It's like we have everything that could go wrong, did go wrong. Things got delayed, almost didn't close. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to be prepared for both.
Right. So now think of how many deals both of you have done in your entire career. Like we're probably in the hundreds, right? Hundreds of deals closed. So how many of those went according to plan? Those were in the black and white area. All the other ones were in the creative area, which is probably over 90%, 95%. So wholesaling is just dirty. It's a full contact sport, and Murphy's Law is always kind of at play. And it really, the best part about wholesaling is how creative it makes you get to get the deal to the closing table when nobody else would touch it or even dare.
Honestly, brother, that might be the biggest skill set I think that comes from building a wholesaling business, because then you get into other areas of investing, and what you learned through your journey wholesaling every day is exactly what you just said. Like, oh shit, I got a really big multifamily deal that we're about to close on, and some crazy thing just went wrong with the title. We either figure out that title issue and we close and we take control of this asset, or we lose the opportunity to take control of the asset, right? Well, a lot of people are not going to have the fucking know-how to figure that shit out. But we've been in the fucking trenches. They call, who do I need to call? Let's go. We'll figure it out right fucking now. Like, let's call the phone right now. You know, I'm not letting the deal slip away because I don't have the capacity to get creative enough to find the solution. I think there's a solution to just about every problem. I won't say every problem, but just about every problem.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a solution. It's a how, and then when you don't know the how, there's always a who. That's what it comes down to. 100%. Everything is a phone call away. To not take action and be scared, because what if something goes wrong? Plan on things going wrong. They're gonna go wrong, and that's okay. And you might have the answer, or you might not. And when you don't, you could call someone, or you could ask ChatGPT, or do research on the internet. Everything is out there. There is it like, or all the scenarios that happen, likely someone else has been through that. Nice.
Read a fucking book, chat. I'm talking to you, 8-year-old, 10-year-old. Get off of YouTube. Go read a book, kid. Okay, you're welcome.
Nice. Great book.
That's what I'm saying. Rita said, once you learn sales, you become undefeatable and you don't rely on the economy of jobs. It's a fact. Once you guys have sales skills, then from there, you can now literally sell anything, which means you're irreplaceable in life. There will always be products that need sales. There will always be people that need salesmen in their businesses. So as long as you guys have that skill down, you are now undefeatable. No one can beat you but yourself.
I think that's in perpetuity for humanity forever. You know, even if humanity falls apart and goes back to the barter and trade system, you still want to be a good salesman in that society, my friends.
100%.
So sales is in everything, though. Like think about sales, negotiation. You're always in a negotiation to some degree.
Constantly.
Want to go out to dinner with your girl or guy, whatever you have? You got to sell with where you want to go. Otherwise, you're going to go somewhere you don't want to go. So why are we up here today, guys? Why are we here? Today of all days.
We are here to cap a momentous occasion, my friend.
Let's go.
Ending off the 2025 live challenge. 1 million and 75 dillies.
1,075 days. So where are we at with everything? What is the recap from this challenge, guys?
That's a good question. We should have done numbers.
Not
right, but we didn't.
not where we wanted to be, but we hit some pretty serious targets as a result of this.
100%. Hold on, let me pull this up. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on, I have a voice memo from TC. Give me 2 seconds. Shout out, Priska.
Yo. Ross, what does that mean, your comment here?
I just wanted it as like a reminder. While we're on that topic of sales, like sales there's a negative connotation with sales, and people think like salespeople are sleazy. You will not get ahead if you don't learn the basics of sales. People think you need to be some sales expert. You could literally read 5 books on sales, get on the phone and have 100 conversations as fast as possible, and you're going to be good at sales. Like at the end of the day, it's having a conversation, pulling pain out of people, and solving a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing less, nothing more. Find pain, be the bridge from where they're at to where they want to be. And you're doing this in your personal life all the time. You're doing it with your friends. You're doing it with your family. You're doing it regardless of your job. It just doesn't have that title. This one has more so of a title because we're dealing with more money, and it's conversations on the phone about serious stuff. So they have to title it and define it, put it into a category. This is sales, right? It's really nothing like aggressive problem solving. That's what it is.
I like that. Sales is equivalent to aggressive problem solving. Were you good at problem solving questions on the math tests in school?
Fuck no.
Oh. I was going to say I was pretty good at those. The equation.
Well, are you talking about high school? I mean, I wasn't even freaking in school, really.
Not high school, because neither was I. So when we were still in school.
Yeah, like 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But what kind of makes it aggressive is we're signing up for it. Like we're literally signing. Every time a lead comes in, we're signing up for a problem.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Mr. or Mrs. Seller. What problem can I solve for you today? When I start answering the phone like that, when they call inbound, that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say that. It's not in the script.
Clean up on aisle 7.
Just pick the ground board. So I'm going to change this and pick your thing for the look.
All right. So let's go over the numbers now, guys. My bad.
Yeah, Jobert's just over here.
I'm working right now, making sure things are getting done. Not doom scrolling. These are all work texts that I'm getting through as we speak. So we officially, once this deal funds, we will have closed 172,000 in 75 days. Projected revenue, I think we hit up to 750. It might be a couple thousand plus or minus at 750 because we didn't fully review that this morning. But 750 in projected revenue that we put up in the last 75 days. The goal for us was to put up $1 million in projected revenue. So we fell about 250 grand short. All good. But I mean, fuck, we closed almost 200 grand in fucking 75 days, not even 90 days this time. Last time we did 267 in 90 days, which was dope. But this was during probably the hardest quarter of the fucking year to do anything. We had Thanksgiving, we had Christmas, and now we have New Year's. We were able to pull all this shit off. So can't be too upset about it. Definitely failed. Definitely did not hit our goal to what we thought we were going to hit. But at the end of the day, I mean, fuck, we figured out some serious things that need to get worked on in our businesses. I think all of us. So why don't we start with that? What is the biggest thing going into 2026 that we need to change to make sure that when we do this first challenge for quarter one of 2026, we fucking succeed beautifully?
I gotta continue iterating systems and processes, and I gotta streamline my dispo bottleneck personally. Those are the two most important things for
So first thing is what?
We'll continue iterating my SOPs, my systems, my processes.
Hell yeah.
And holding the team accountable to those.
Okay.
And then the second would be dispo. Continued training, getting the team to memorize the script, and then once that bottleneck is smoothed out, there will be a lot more consistency going in and out every month from our business for sure. So that's what we're focused on. Q1.
Has there been an expectation set with the team to memorize the script?
For sure. Absolutely.
Has there been a deadline set for when they need to memorize by?
Negative.
That's what I would add then. Add a deadline in for when you think they need to memorize by. I would say by next Monday.
Yeah.
And yeah, that should be done. I mean, you saw the community. I told the community, guys, we got to fucking memorize the script. You guys are not allowed to call until you get it memorized. A week later, everyone had it fucking memorized to a T. And locked up contracts. Vandross got 2. His first week back on the phones.
Let's go.
Jordan, how many dispo guys do you have? Is it 1? Or
2 right now. Going in, like starting January 1, it'll be 2 in the dispo seat.
Okay. Why don't we? Obviously, we have 3 different business owners right here, and we don't do enough collaboration. There can always be more. Let us help solve some of the issues. I think bringing your dispo guys, obviously, into Joey's training, that's going to help out a lot. Let me sit in on a couple of these calls. I'm actually pretty good at getting people to memorize scripts, even though I'm not really pro sticking to a script. I'm pro sticking to a framework, right? So at least the framework is dialed in, right? But like,
my brother,
I would set like a deadline. Give them a little bit more time, maybe than next Monday, but like give them like realistically by January 15th, like this shit is dialed in, you know? Yeah. But put them through aggressive training and make training rather than the actual doing 80% training during those 2 weeks, 20% on the phones. Then flip it. Then it's going to be 80% on the phone, 20% training, and then keep it going from there forward. And if you need any help with like running call recordings through or like anything on that aspect on dispo training, just ask me or have him go through Joey's training. But you're going to notice certain things. Joey's going to notice certain things, and I'm going to notice certain things. And when you have 3 brains on one call recording or working on one person, they're going to grow exponentially as compared to maybe like just a little bit at a time.
Absolutely. Listen, collaboration over competition 10 times out of 10. I'd collab 100%. Let's do it. Fuck it.
Yeah. First 2 weeks in January, I would just set up at least like 4 hardcore dispo trainings, like 2 1-hour trainings each one of those days, maybe like a Tuesday, Thursday. So they have 4 hours of dispo training minimum each week, and then do that for 2 weeks straight. That's 8 full hours of dispo training. That if you're just focused on their weaknesses, and then having them literally say everything that's holding them back and then attacking that and working on it one-on-one or group setting or both, dude, within 2 weeks, they're going to be in a much different place.
I think group setting with Dispo is the best, and acquisitions I've learned, because if everyone's listening to the coaching at the same time and they're all actually paying attention, then one person might be dealing with the same issue and it's coming out through the other person. So I think group setting works better than anything, honestly, because then you kind of it's killing two birds with one stone, and then you're also not sitting there freaking managing or having to do like 3 hours a day of training if you have three different people.
Right. Yeah, I like that too. And I've noticed, being a fly on the wall in some of Joey's trainings, he's absolutely right with typically the person that brings up the question is like the person that's putting ego aside, and there is no fear of embarrassment. There's only eagerness to improve. The other person
They might
maybe
be
listening in, they just don't have the balls to ask the question. But was it bugging them? Was it at the forefront of their mind? Probably. So those group settings I think are awesome, because you'll hear people, like we've noticed, Joey, like people be like, oh, I was actually having the same problem, or I was thinking the same thing, right? How many times does that come up? It's very common.
Every time a question is asked in a group setting, that happens. Even if it's subconsciously and it's not spoken out loud, it happens in every single classroom setting, everywhere, ever. Because, dude, and listen, like personal experience, I was that kid. I don't give a fuck, dude. If I need to understand, I'm raising my goddamn hand. Well, how the fuck am I going to learn if I don't fucking ask the question? But then you ask the question and everybody else is like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a good question. It's like, bro, just fucking raise your hand. What are you?
But sometimes, do you want to know what it is too? It's not even ego.
It's fear.
Sometimes, no, it's not even fear. Sometimes they just didn't even think about it. Like when I'm like, guys, where do you feel like you need the most help on? Your mind goes fucking blank sometimes.
That's true.
Like, because that's a big question I ask. You guys are always in my trainings. You guys know what this shit sounds like. I'm like, what do you guys think we need to work on the most right now? Where do you feel like you're struggling the most? And then you have them self-reflect. And sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes I'm like, I don't fucking know what I need help with. You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, but then if other people are bringing that value to the table, or they're bringing their questions, now it's like the juices start flowing. Now we're real. Oh, wait, no. Now I got a question. And then it opens everybody up. So I definitely agree. Group setting is the way it needs to be. And yeah, I think we should have thought, we are all business owners, and it's like we should collaborate more. That's what we've already started to do this year, and look at the results. Like, bro, Ross showed my team a fucking strategy that he does on Dispo, and my Dispo manager, fucking Pluto, fucking literally implemented it the next day, and 2 days later we got a $23,000 assignment.
Bingo.
Fire.
Like these small hinges swing big doors. Like we have all the information. We just don't know where to utilize it and when. It's not organized. It's like this whole fucking mental mess. Mm-hmm. So as Joey was saying about some people just don't even know, what I've been doing is reading books on how to coach, the art of asking the questions in the best way possible. Mm. So one, to like eliminate some of the overwhelm I've noticed recently is if you have your team reflecting, let's say it's Dispo, just tell them, what is one thing that popped up today that either frustrated you or confused you? Mm. And then when they answer that, be like, and maybe this isn't the first time. So now all they have to focus on is one fucking thing. We all have one thing that pisses us off every day. But if it's a recurring theme, now we know it's an us problem, right? So we need to identify it. We need to work it out. If there's either a knowledge gap, there's an importance gap, how important it is to get done, or there's an action gap. KIA, knowledge, importance, action. Which one is it? If it's a knowledge gap, we failed as leaders. If it's an importance gap, we failed as leaders. If it's an action gap, that's on them.
And we still failed as leaders if the action gap kept happening and we didn't fire them.
Or we didn't notice because we're too busy in other things. That's exactly. 99% of the time, it's a leadership problem.
100%.
There are no bad teams. There's only bad leaders. It is 100%.
Extreme ownership, baby.
Yeah.
It all rests on our shoulders.
So Ross, we got Jordan's shit, right? Now we kind of have his plan going forward. What do you think your biggest bottleneck was during this challenge? And or what was the thing that made us not reach the goal for your business personally? And what are you doing to fix it? How can we do better? And how are we going to make it so that next year we hit every challenge that we do?
Loaded question, but I would say first things first was a lack of systems. I was in a CRM transition. You had leads coming in. It was very manual. It was very old school. There was a lot of Excel sheets. If anybody's ever been through a CRM transition, it is no less than a nightmare. So the CRM transition was incredibly terrible. So that now is, for the most part, worked out. So the systems are there again. It comes down to, like, my personal preference. I don't like acquisitions. That's just me. So I'm going to be looking for a killer closer. I love training closers. I will turn them from like boys into fucking men. Like, because it ain't going to be about the deals and the money. It's going to be about you as a person. I'm going to pour into whoever it is, but I'm definitely going to take on one closer this next quarter, and I'm going to pour my entire heart and mind into them. And they can take it and run and do what they will with it, but they're going to make a shit ton of money. So I think one killer closer that wants their life changed, and then I'm going to utilize a ton of AI. AI is going to be implemented more than it ever will within the next 90 days.
I love it.
Fuck
AI
yeah.
is so fire, man. AI is going to be crucial for success in 2026.
Huge for success.
And that is a baby that needs constant feeding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and coaching. And like, if people think that AI is going to like eliminate a lot of problems, it's not, especially in the beginning stages, because you need to monitor the shit out of that and constantly improve it and tweak it. It's its own person without being a real person.
Straight up. It's true. I mean, with the CRM that we're using now, that's a whole other employee. Like it actually is. It's a person. It's not a person, but it is a person.
It is.
They're putting in hours that most humans will not or cannot. And yeah, it's just like, if you can move the needle forward even quicker through the use of technology, why not? There's so many people fighting against AI right now, and usually I'm the type that doesn't go with the grain, right? I don't follow the crowd, but there's certain things. It's like with the internet, okay? The internet comes out, well, you're not going to use the fucking internet. Get over yourself, brother. It's time to evolve and adapt. The world is moving forward. Will you go with it, or are you going to be stuck back there? Because I promise you, I'm not going to be back there. I'm going to be riding my robot dog with my robot arm that has a laser cannon in it, right? And my army of robot employees running my businesses and managing my empire. In 15 years, that's where we're going to be. So you got to use AI, chat. You got to use it. It's so powerful.
The train is coming. You can either jump on it or you're going to get hit by it, but it's coming regardless. So you might as well just jump on it. Yeah.
So I have a question, Ross. How do you plan to implement AI over the next 90 days? And then beyond that, through the rest of the year, what are the further iterations that you are thinking of right now?
It's going to be the most dialed in appointment setter possible. So AI on the conversational side, SMS, cleaning up all of the micro problems within those conversations and turning it into a beast. So better pattern recognition. So it can basically understand sarcasm through text. things like that, where we're not going to waste the closer's time. And then I want to gravitate up to having just a full-blown sales closer AI that can walk them through the entire contract, send them DocuSign, close them. I want that before the end of Q3. So once I have that, I'm just going to scale the business up to a minimum of $250K a month. And all I'm going to do is dial in that AI. That's it.
Damn, that's dope. That's crazy. I never even thought about that. Having a whole closer. So, right, this AI would take it from conversation start, lead comes in, hit system, AI starts conversation, all the way to offer made, offer accepted, contract sent, contract reviewed, contract signed, sent to Dispo.
Sent to Dispo and TC. So the AI will handle lead come in to pre-qualifying, live transfer to the AI closer. Closer closes it, and then basically I will only see and hear deals that hit TC and Dispo. Other than that, it's just monitoring where the thing is making mistakes and working, whether it's my own or with other developers and a development team, of turning that thing into a fucking beast. I'd rather put in 20 hours a week tweaking a closer and implementing all the highest level 2026 sales tactics than trying to work on a 10-person sales team where 9 of them are going to call out sick or have an excuse why they're not dialing. So, like, I'm just going to go all in on the AI because there's only few people that I'm going to let into the circle that I'm going to pour into now, because our time is too valuable and we need to make the most. We need to leverage it appropriately. And you either want to go all in with one of us and we'll make you wealthy, or it's going to be a closer and we're going to make ourselves wealthy. So you can either jump on that train or figure it out yourself. So
exactly.
No, that's fire, dude. That's dope. An exciting time. What an exciting time to be alive.
It's a dope time to be alive. All right, so because no one wants to ask me, I'll ask
I was
myself.
just about to ask you, Joker, what you need to work on and change in 2026 to hit your goals financially, because you got some big ones.
Yes. So biggest lesson learned through this challenge specifically, I'd say, was never stop hiring no matter what. That was learned earlier this year as well, but this challenge also played true to that. I need acquisitions people right now. I'm going to hire more dispositions people, and I will never stop hiring for the rest of the existence of this business. I have built out systems and processes where when someone comes into my team, within a month, if they're in Dispo, they will assign a deal and close that deal. Like literally, that has the last 3 people that came on my Dispo floor, all 3 of them got an assignment and we closed the deal with officially. Once his funds come, officially will be today. So we have something that is repeatable, scalable, and works. The issue I've been running into is just finding the right people. Right now, the people that are on my team are 100% the right people. And the deal did just fund right now, by the way.
Nice.
So, you know what I mean? The people that are... Wait, hold on. True line. Okay, cool. They got it right.
These are... So, Joey, real quick in the chat, if you check these 3, these are the problems that'll typically come up. Which
people,
one?
systems, and capital.
Yep.
Yeah. So we don't have a systems problem right now. We had a systems management problem. That problem has now been solved. I didn't have a sales process problem, but I did have a sales problem. The reason that there was a sales problem was because we uncovered a very crazy good metric on the Dispo side that is going to forever change my business now. And what that metric was that we uncovered is every deal that we get. I run a nationwide wholesaling business, guys. I'm literally in every fucking state in the country. When I get a new deal, odds are I do not have the buyer before I go and sign that deal, right? And we have a system that we've built out over the last 5 years, you could call it now, that is like clockwork, that if I get a deal in, we have a way to build a list, we have a way to find the buyers, we have a way to call the buyers, vet the buyers, and then sign that deal with said buyer. So the issue was that every new deal that came in, we'd have about 250 to sometimes almost 1,000 buyers. Once you look at that at volume, it is physically impossible for my team, for a human being, to touch every single buyer every single day on this deal. You want to know what's not impossible, though?
AI.
For AI to touch every single buyer every single day. Now, when Ross figures out how to do fucking AI the way he's talking about with closers, I'm in. I'm signing up. We're going to make some money. Let's go. Until that day, I need to believe in human capital. And I understand that even if AI gets really good in the next year, it's going to take a couple of years for it to get to the point that it can beat a human. Once it gets to that point of beating a human, absolutely we're going to have humans, or we're going to have AI also being closers. It doesn't mean I'm never going to have human closers, because if I have people like I have on my team right now, fuck, we're going to be making money for a long time. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing that I needed to fix was I needed to add in the AI bot to be able to cold call and text sellers or buyers. Right. That needed to get done so that the cold outreach was done. Set us appointments from the buyer's end so that once we have a deal, that deal gets blasted out to the masses. It also gets called every fucking day until the deal is sold. Until the buyer either says, fuck off, yes, I want to hear about the deal, or I've never bought, do not call me again. So now instead of having humans fucking call these people every single day, the AI does it for us. And that switch has already made a big fucking difference. And we're getting property visits left and right. We're having fucking appointments left and right. We haven't even scratched the surface on this yet. So that's one of the biggest changes that we've made. And then the other things that I need to do going into 2026 is I need to hire more people. I need a 4-people acquisition team, and a 4-people disposition team. With Priska in the middle, we already have an admin that we hired under Priska, and we have Santiago that is going to be basically running the in-between and the operations of the entire business. Nice. So it's like we have that shit going. Now all we need is the human capital part of it. I can still, the dope part is we don't have an acquisitions problem. So it's not like acquisitions is the most pressing thing. That's almost more of the selfish part, because that makes me more profitable. Instead of JVing, which we're still going to do a lot of JVs next year, we can keep a lot more money in-house by having closers. And I have so many fucking leads. Like any closer that comes onto my team, they're going to be absolutely fucking killing it next year. So
they'll be spoon fed. Like that's what it comes down to. Closers are not hunters. Hunters are your follow-up specialists, and they love the chase. Closers are closers. They're called closers for a reason. Give me the lead. If it's closable, we're going to walk them through the process. We're going to make the offer, and we're going to see if they can sign while we're on the phone.
Well, you want to know what I'll say, though? If my closer isn't a hunter, I don't want them closing for me. If they don't have that fucking same energy, right? Like they're not ravenous every single day. Like, you want to know who's a fucking closer and a hunter? This guy right here, Rita. We closed out fucking 111 grand this year. We've literally fucking, like, Rita locked up 5 contracts 2 weeks ago. I forget what we did last week because we were both in at the event, but he was still locking shit up. Mm-hmm. And then literally locked up multiple deals this week already. He locked up one last night. He calls me at 9:30 at night. He's still fucking working. 9:30 his time, and he fucking just got a contract. Like,
Rita went all in. He had the skills, and it was just that is the hardest decision to make in life, especially when you have some sort of job that you're either loyal to, skilled in for your ego, because you're like, I'm good at what I do, right? Or it's like you got the golden handcuffs. The hardest decision to make is the leap of faith into entrepreneurship, because it is so fucking scary and so uncertain. Not like anything certain in life to begin with, besides like death and taxes, but like it's even more uncertain than your typical job.
Yeah.
but no income cap.
It's true.
But that's why it's like it does take a certain type of person. If you don't have that fucking hunger, like if you just want to look, the closers that come on my team, you literally can sit there and every 30 minutes you will have a new seller on the phone with you. Like that is a thing right now in my business.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you have gaps in between fucking meetings and you're not sitting there calling on the phones, if you're taking lunch, that's one thing. If you're sitting on your thumb, that's another.
Right. And that's what
Like
a lot of people do.
your bank account is a reflection of the last 3 months of your KPIs.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why I say like you're right, Ross, in the way that closers are the ones that basically you're right. They can sit there and they can just take calls and close. And that's their skill. That's what they're good at. But if they don't have that fucking foaming coming out of their mouth, like they were so broke for their whole life, they fucking finally tasted a little bit of fucking money. Now they could just taste it and smell it and look at it and fucking just keep going from there. Then I don't want it.
Well, it's good. I mean, that right there, if they have the drive and they're making calls in between appointments and they're constantly improving their skills and they want to make as much money as possible, that is what's called an A player. Very few people fall into the A player. Actually, sometimes B players are a little bit better because consistently you know what you're going to get every time, right? But A players they're so much more fun to pour into. You can get their skills up to better than you, which makes you the best leader possible. When you can confidently say, I took this guy or gal and they shit on me with their skills now.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you did it right. Like
That's
I
a
aim to
dope
do that.
feeling.
I aim to do that with every fucking closer. And usually they do become better. And like if Joey, if you're in that seat when you have 4 closers and 4 dispo, that's a problem.
That's a big problem.
Where is the ship going when there's no captain at the helm? Right?
Yeah, we're fucking literally just rowing and rowing and rowing and rowing and rowing. Trust me, I did it before. It's a fucking nightmare. But
Right.
that's why with us, like the beauty with me, guys, is I've been doing this shit. This will be my 6th year wholesaling real estate come March of this year.
Nice.
And fucking literally, I have been through it so many times now where like exactly what Ross said, I've already done. Like I've literally had the team and I'm fucking just sitting there just grinding in the fucking seat trying to make sure we're good. And I'm not helping anyone around me and I'm not doing anything for the business. And or like all I'm doing is locking up deals and that's it. And the business failed miserably. But then I've also had times where all I did was sit on my ass and fucking watch the team and try to help and like coach and whatever. And that didn't work either. But the reason that didn't work was because I didn't have a defined job. We didn't have systems. We didn't have fucking training. We didn't have everything that we have now. So yeah, it's going to be, I'm excited for this year, guys. You guys are going to see the entire fucking journey. This next year will be my first 7-figure year. I've definitely closed well over 7 figures in assignments up till now, but this next year will be my first 7 figures in 1 year. So it's going to be a dope year. I'm fucking excited for it. We did $500,000 this year in assignment fees, officially $527,000 in assignment fees this year. So
Beast.
netted almost fucking 300 of that. So can't complain too much. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be a dope year. We're all gonna be here for it. You guys are gonna see most of it live. We're probably gonna be live a lot more last year than we were this year. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Make sure you guys fucking follow us on all channels so you guys know when we're gonna be going live. And literally the first challenge of the year is going to be $1 million in 90 days because combined, if you look at our goals for next year, I need to hit, what was the number, boys?
It was like 463 or something.
My business needs to hit, I'll tell you guys right now. For Q1 of next year, it's $463,992.
God, it's almost like I'm a fucking great friend and I listen to you when you talk. Yeah, 463 right on the motherfucking money, baby. Let's go. And y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see 467 is what you're gonna see in Q1 from the Bibmeister, okay?
That's what I'm saying. And the only thing that will stop me is
You.
myself. As long as I don't fuck this shit up that I have in my hands, we're gonna be more than good.
Wait, you
More
have
than
shit in your
fucking good.
hands? Why is there shit? Why is there shit in your hands?
Now we're clean. We're good, boys. There's just a lot of fucking calluses from the gym. Go to the gym, guys. Stop being soft.
Yeah, from the gym. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, this hand too, buddy. We're good.
Formula.
Chronic fill in the blank.
Y'all wish I'm not Jordan here.
And Jordan and I are going to be on a similar journey. We're going to be hitting 7 figures in 2026 as a baseline. Likely it's going to be more towards that 1.5, but it'll be a 7-figure year minimum. We are not stopping. We're going to freaking Terminator this shit. And it's going to be a combination of us, the right closers, AI, and sheer fucking grit.
Let's go.
Grit is underrated. Grit is way underrated.
Fuck yeah, it is, brother. You got to be down to get dirty. We're getting in the mud for this shit, brother.
We become what we think about. So if all we're thinking about is 7 figures this year, and we take the necessary actions, we kind of started reverse engineering things before of what we need to do, how many offers we need to get out. We can hunker down and do that for a year.
Jordan, what was the biggest thing that stopped you from hitting your goals this year? What would you say is the biggest thing?
That's a good question.
I'll tell you guys mine. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I feel like there was a myriad of things, and I have to determine which was the biggest thing. I feel like,
well, okay, let me ask you this. Who was the biggest reason that you didn't hit your goals this year?
right, that my answer was going to be I am the biggest thing that prevented my business from hitting my goals.
So other than you or inside of you, what was the biggest thing that stopped you from hitting your goals this year?
I didn't keep all the promises to myself that I said I was going to, and we're changing that in the new year. Any promise that Jordan makes to Jordan is getting done. Because Ross actually brought something up while we were talking earlier. He's like, if you're thinking about breaking a promise to yourself, okay, I said I was going to work out this morning. Now it's the morning. Am I going to go lift those weights? Well, would you bail on your homie if you made an arrangement to meet him at the gym at this time? No, the fuck you wouldn't. I wouldn't. Maybe Jobert because he stinks a little bit, but no, I'm just playing. If I had an appointment to meet Joey or Ross at the gym at 8 o'clock a.m., I'm going to be at the
You're going to the fucking gym.
7:55, right? So that's it. I'm going to keep the promises to myself. And when I do that, that means I'm going to be doing all the things that I know I should be doing. Therefore, I'm going to be the person that I know I should be. Therefore, all of the success that I chase will be mine.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you just, I think the hardest challenge for entrepreneurs is focus. Honestly, there's too much shit going on and it becomes overwhelming way too quick. And I'm noticing from people that are at a really high level, they keep that shit stupid simple, like McDonald's, and they really focus on no more than like 3 things a day. Every single day, it's just less than a handful of things, but they are insane about those 3 things. Like hell will freeze over before they don't get that shit done. Like they're called non-negotiables for a reason. You hyper focus on these things and you will not stop until they're done. And if you slacked or you missed a day, guess what? You're doubling down. The next day is going to be a 16-hour day. You fucked up. You allowed something, instead of saying no to something, which is likely not as important unless there's like a family emergency. Besides that, there's really no other excuse to have. So it's saying no to more things frequently. And these high-level people that I study, they say no. Their default is no. And then they don't take on more than a few things. And that's all they focus on. It's so simple, so stupidly simple.
I love it. Ross, what would you say your biggest thing what is your biggest thing that stopped you from hitting your goals this year?
Spread way too thin. Nationwide was not a good decision with a very small team. So hyper focusing on market, which is what the shift I did basically a month ago, and then working on just scaling out marketing. It's a slippery slope. If you spend, if you, as far as like leads coming in, if you have too many leads and not enough people, that's a problem. If you have not enough leads and too many people, that's a problem. It's kind of finding that happy medium of where marketing meets the team, meets what you can handle before completely burning out and just being exhausted,
100%. What would you say personally, not business, stopped you from hitting your goal this year? We're getting vulnerable today, guys. Peeling back the onion.
Not surrounding myself with people that are pushing me even harder than I'm pushing myself. So I push myself pretty fucking hard, but the answer is, the question is, can I push myself harder every day? The answer is yes. I can always push myself a little bit harder. And I'm a little bit of a people pleaser sometimes. I fall into that trap, but you can use it to your advantage where maybe I do have other influences in my life that are higher level people and they're pushing the shit out of me. Sometimes I'll do it just to impress them and it might not even be myself, but in the end, it all works out. It's find your fuel. So I need to find my fuel because your mindset can dramatically change, not only day to day, moment to moment. So it's keeping yourself in a really good mental place and then also surrounding yourself by people that are going to push you way outside your fucking comfort zone. Avoiding comfortability at all costs. That's what I got comfortable too many times in the year. Even with all the shit hitting the fan, I got way too comfortable. And I was the biggest bottleneck.
Hell yeah. I love it.
It's fire.
Anna, nice to see you. Nice to see you.
What do you have, Joey? What do you have, Joey? Because real quick, Joey, what was your biggest month this year?
90K. 90K.
90K. All right, so you're that damn close to a 6-figure a month operation.
Yes.
What one tweak?
We did 60, 60, 90, and then like 20.
Okay. So what one tweak can you focus on that's going to get that 60 or that 90 up to 100 plus? That the writing's on the wall. What do you think that is?
Moving quicker on contracts. Moving to cancel quicker, like not milking it too long. And then people. It's always going to come back to people. I'd say that's the biggest tweak.
Just having a bigger team in general just to hit those metrics.
Bro, we have too many fucking deals in a good way. And like literally every single month, it's only going to get bigger. I had 2 acquisition guys. We're going to go from 20 deals under contract to fucking 40 real quick. I had 4. We'll be at 50, 60 a month. So it's like the bottleneck isn't whether we have deals or not. The bottleneck is literally getting our deals in front of enough people quick enough, and then also getting the feedback quick enough from the buyers so that we know whether to cancel, price reduce, or assign, and then move forward.
Got it.
Yeah.
And this year coming up, I'm not going to say it's going to be easier, but it should be a little bit more streamlined because that buyer hesitation, I think, is going to subside a little bit because we're going in a better direction. Because 2024 and 25 for real estate sucked ass.
I'm pretty sure there was lower. Give me 2 seconds. I'm asking ChatGPT. Okay, I'll give you guys the real facts now. So everyone always goes off speculation. So 2024 was actually, or 2025 was actually up
For what?
for real estate transactions.
Bro, you got to get specific on it.
Should I go wholesale?
Wholesale to cash buyer, meaning fix and flipper landlords. Investor to investor transactions.
Okay. I don't know. We'll ask this later when there's not like freaking ChatGPT giving me all these different responses and shit. I gotta get more specific with it. But basically, from what I was told, in the last year, wholesale or transaction volume in general was down. The last 2 years, 2022, 2023, that's when it was really up. And then, or I think 21 to 23 was really up. But I guess I will get you guys the real metrics on that shortly. Because it did say it was up a little bit last year. Because I know 2024 was way harder than fucking 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get that figured out. Basically, 30% of U.S. home sales were all cash transactions.
Dang.
Yeah. We'll get that figured out. But any other questions?
What's the first thing that we're all most excited to start come January 2nd?
Operation Greek God Body / 6-pack faster than Joey. It's already begun, but we're gonna continue it starting January 2nd.
Can you please put that entire shit show of a title on a t-shirt?
I'll paint it on my abs once they're chiseled.
I'm gonna bulk up. So what I'll do is I'm gonna get a shirt that has abs on it.
Hell yeah.
And it's just gonna say
Ross would be the dad to fucking have that fucking shirt.
Uncle. Delinquent uncle.
The uncle. Yes.
That's hilarious.
So you want to work personally on your body. Operation 6-pack faster than Joey, and then based off all the data of this past year, what's your first major change you're going to make in your business 2026?
Training every day, KPI meetings at the end of every day. Starting immediately January 2nd. Non-negotiable. If you don't like it, adios. That's what we do here.
Love that. Boy, you had that answer waiting, bro. That's fucking... Isn't it great, these like end of year recaps, like how much you learn?
It's actually astounding the amount of clarity that you have during these conversations. And it's like, because like, bro, I've been sitting down, I got notes for days on my computer. I've just brain dumping the year, right? And it's all a fucking convoluted mess. But then we get in here and we all start talking about it. And you asked me that question and the answer just flew out of my mouth because I know exactly what the fuck I need to do. And that's the thing, bro, is what I'm like, the older I get, the more I'm realizing we all know what the fuck we need to do. Every single one of us, everywhere.
Well, why don't we do it then, Jordan?
I think it's different for every person. I think that answer varies greatly.
So then this is why I'm breaking it down. What stopped you from doing it, Jordan?
Well, cannabis is a big thing. I think.
It comes out.
That's what Joey was trying to get. That's what Joey was trying to get. Out. We smoke. Well, listen, we didn't smoke as much weed as we traditionally do this year.
I smoked less weed this year than I've smoked in the last 10.
I've smoked less this year than I have in the last 17. So we're doing good. We're on the good trajectory. And what's interesting is Joey and I took a couple of breaks. Last winter, we took like a long break. And then
we took like a hiatus. We stopped. We quit.
Yeah. A couple different times this year and then once for like a long time last year. And what I learned through that experience, and it's going to be a crazy statement, but I turned 17. I smoke weed. I never stopped. Like I've been smoking every day since then, pretty much. And I've just been existing with fucking brain fog and lacking clarity. But listen, it's like it makes me operate at 85%. maybe 87%, but I would like to be at 103%. So, yeah, reluctantly, Mary Jane and I are we're breaking up. It's time to call it quits.
That's good. I know a lot of people in my friend circle that have heavily pumped the brakes on it or just eliminated.
What the fuck was that?
That was a silent but deadly.
Yeah, it was Joe. What was that, Joey? Yeah, okay.
That's what that sounded like.
Right. So if it's anything to you, Jordan, I've had a decent amount of my friends heavily pump the brakes on it or eliminated from their life completely. And they have said that they have never had less anxiety. Stress is still there, but they've never been better at handling stress. And they've never had more mental clarity and confidence as a result.
What happens when you get stressed and you can't smoke weed?
I feel more stressed.
No. What happens when you get stressed and you smoke weed? Let's start with that.
I'm not stressed any longer.
Why? No. What happens when you literally I'm stressed, smoke. I'm saying when you are a smoker, right? Like you're being Jordan.
When I'm stressed, what is prompting me to smoke?
No, what do you do when you're stressed? You smoke, right?
For sure.
And then when you're smoked, what happens?
I got high.
Yeah, and then what happens? Are you still stressed?
No.
Why not?
Almost never, because I masked the problem.
Yeah, does the problem go away?
Absolutely not. It just gets forgotten about temporarily.
Exactly. Right? And then what happens the next time that problem comes back up?
You smoke more weed about it.
Exactly. So when does that problem get solved?
It doesn't. It's a vicious cycle, and nothing ever gets solved.
So now let's go the opposite. What happens when you get stressed and you don't have weed or alcohol to resort to deal with that stress?
Depends on the person, I believe. Some people cry, some people shit, some people exercise.
Okay. In the grand scheme of things, what eventually happens with that stress?
Oh, eventually, inevitably, it will erode.
Why?
Because stress is not a permanent emotion.
Well, why is stress happening?
Because there's something in your life that needs your attention.
Yeah, right? Well, no, it's not usually something in your life that needs your attention. Why is stress happening? Why do people get stressed?
I feel like I could answer that a million different ways.
Yeah, 100%. But there's a problem usually with any of those million different ways.
Yes, correct.
And that problem causes the stress. Whether it's a stress of unknown, whether it's a stress of a actual situation happened and it needs to be fixed. It could be a million different things, but that stress comes because there's a problem, right? Like anything is problem solution. That's it. So at the end of the day, the reason why weed was not just for Jordan, but for me, the biggest thing that stopped me from hitting my goal this year was because when you are in that act of smoking, right? Like when you have weed around and the stressful thing comes up, you smoke, you mask it, and it goes away. But it doesn't go away. The problem still stays there. That's why every time the problem comes back, you still get stress from it. So instead of dealing with the stress, which is dealing with the problem head on and fucking fixing it, you smoke, you drink, or you do whatever the fuck, jerk off, whatever the fuck you guys got to do, and then mask the problem, and the problem never goes away. So think about that from a business perspective now. I have a problem that comes up on a deal, and I smoke instead of dealing with that problem. The problem still exists, the deal does not move forward, and I'm still broke. That is exactly why smoking weed and wholesaling real estate don't mix too well. Because at the end of the day, if you can just solve every problem that comes up on a daily basis in your business, oh my God, it's like the business actually works. Why? Because there's fucking problems that weren't getting solved on a consistent basis. And we're wondering like, oh, why am I still in the same place? It's because you're not facing the fucking problems. It's because every time the problem's coming up, you're masking it with fucking weed. You just smoke your goddamn joint. You feel better for a couple hours. Problem goes away in your head. You might forget about it. You probably do forget about it. And then the next time something triggers that problem to be shown again, you get stressed again, you fucking smoke, and you never get out of where you are. That's why the majority of people that smoke weed on a consistent basis never progress in their motherfucking lives. Does anybody know anyone, maybe people you guys grew up with, friends, that work, go to the gym, maybe seem productive, but they're literally in the same place that they've been in for the last fucking 10 years? And any takers? Anybody know anyone like that?
Yep.
Why is it that they are still in that same motherfucking place?
Because they're ignoring their problems and they're putting a Band-Aid on everything.
Yeah.
And the vicious cycle continues. And some people are so unaware of it because they've been doing the same shit for decades that it becomes their identity. So when there's a problem, they say, fuck it.
I'll deal with it tomorrow.
Yeah, but tomorrow never comes.
Or I'm stressed out and I need a joint. And it's like, so anytime anything pisses you off, you need to smoke now?
Yeah.
So then that means you physically are not dealing with anything in your life. Nothing gets dealt with. And that's like, I can speak on it because I was that for a very long time. And it's like, Josh said, let's find some Georgia deals, boys. We got to get some for you, my brother. We're talking about smoking weed right now.
Georgia deals on the way.
On the way. Without weed. But that's the reality of what happens. And that is, look, like this year, guys, I smoked less weed than I've smoked in my entire fucking life, honestly. Like literally, like I was very, very good this year. I did 75 hard at the beginning of the year. Ended 75 hard, got stoned. I think I probably was stoned for the next month or two. Then I quit again. Same thing. Fucking went another 3-4 months without smoking. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that was a vicious cycle that literally stopped me from letting people go quicker that should have been let go. Stopped me from hiring more people, getting more. I got complacent with the people I had. Stopped me from. There was a point where I was like, but we're making so much money right now. Like we're good. I'm productive. I remember me and Jordan were talking about this once on the phone. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stop smoking in a couple of weeks, but like, I'm good right now. Like right now, it's not affecting my business. We're fucking booming. We literally did 90K last month. It's not affecting anything. I'm fucking performing. I'm getting shit done. We're closing more deals. Next thing you know, we went from 90K to fucking 20K the next month. Whose fault was that? It was Dispo's fault. No, it was fucking my fault. That was why. It was because I did not act quick enough on things that needed to get acted quick enough on, and we were just lingering. We're chilling. Shit was going good. Fuck, we were literally on track to do 7 figures, and then it's like
time kills all deals. That's what it comes
exactly.
down to. It does. With the it's funny you were talking about the stress thing and where it comes from. The root cause of it is actually humans always want to be in control. They always want to be in control. So when they're not in control of something, it causes stress. So that's why I kind of follow a relatively stoic lifestyle, and it helps out a lot. I gamify, Jordan. I don't know if this will help you. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I gamify how quickly I can get the shit in my control off my side of the tennis court and onto theirs. I literally make it a game. So I can go to bed at night saying all the shit that got thrown at me today, by the way, I lobbed that ball back into their court. That's their leaky bag of shit now, not mine.
And I always preach focus on what you can control. Because 1,000% of the time, your stress is over things that are actually out of your fucking control.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're in your control and you're not fucking high, you can now face them, deal with it, and now they're not in your fucking control because you fucking dealt with it. If you just focus on dealing on everything that's in your guys' control, like Ross is saying, holy shit, now your life is fucking changed forever.
Straight up.
And you know what else is funny about it? It's typically a couple phone calls or a couple emails. And that's it. Then the problem's gone. It's a lot. It's
Sometimes
not
it's
even that
one
much.
fucking
I was gonna
phone
say,
call.
often it's one phone call. You pick up the phone, you're like, all right, I'll call him. And it's problem solved, deal closed, I got paid. Wow, look at that.
The anticipation of all the things that could go wrong, that mental buildup, the circus we build in our brain is so false.
100%.
And then
You have bullshit.
you do the damn thing. It's not even that bad. And then you did it. And you're like, I just solved that shit in no joke. You look at your call time, it's fucking 6 minutes.
Yeah.
6 minutes of your day, you just solved a fucking $20, $30, $40, $50,000 problem.
Yeah. And people are too scared. What if I call them and they yell at me? Just
And
call
let them fucking yell.
And they're probably not going to. How many times have you actually been yelled at on the phone in this business? Because for me, it's not a lot. I've been sworn at, cussed at, but like people don't even yell. They might say you're a fucking idiot, hang up on you. Oh no. Well, and then you move on. But you're not.
A lot of the times you just apologize, even if it's not your fault. I just take the blame. I'm like, you know what? We screwed up on this one. There's no excuses, and we're here as a result of our lack of effort or our miscommunication amongst our team or us not doing this thing. And I just take the blame. And then as soon as like someone just eats the being at fault, do you notice that conversation goes a lot easier after that? They're like, okay,
for sure.
Just don't let it happen again, right? It's just address the elephant in the room and you're good to go.
That's all it fucking is. Josh said, I just did a 4-day water fast, water only fast, no food, no alcohol, only water. Guess what happened? Contract after contract after contract on the board. Your mind gets clear and your priorities get straight and the world rewards you. It's fucking crazy.
Josh.
Wouldn't you know it? Come on, Josh.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
That's the shit that it fucking takes, guys. But this is what I'm saying. It's like me and Jordan. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. So me and Jordan were talking about fucking our goal for this year, and what I've been saying is 365 days, 0 weed for me. That's what I need to do to get to the end of the year and hit my fucking goal. I know for a fact there's no exceptions to that rule. If I give myself an exception, it will be this year all over again. Jordan wanted to go maybe every quarter, smoke a joint, celebrate your quarterly goals, and then
holidays.
Birthdays and holidays. Cool. How many fucking holidays are there in a motherfucking year?
Yeah, well,
there's like 8.
It's not enough.
Yeah, cool. So unless you're in Colombia, then there's more than enough. But the reality is, it's like when we let mediocrity in, we let that. It's like, yeah, no. We'll just smoke this one time. It doesn't fucking happen. How many times were we just going to smoke one time this year, Jordan?
A lot. 4, 5.
Right? How many times did we smoke one time?
0.
Exactly. So it's like once you, and especially it's like, guys, me and Jordan have been fucking potheads for the last 10 years. Like, look, I've been way better in the last 4 to 5 years. Trust me, I've been way better with it. But still, at the end of the day, like that is we are the only reasons that we are not at our goals. We are the only reason that our bank account is not where we want it to be. It is you. So like you can either suck it up and do the self-audit and realize like, okay, this is what I need to do to fix. I mean, I haven't drank alcohol since fucking
Aruba.
I think October. And
so quick on that one, Jordan.
Well, you want me to show you guys why I know that?
Let's see it, Jordan. Why do you know? One fucking picture.
The pool one?
Yeah, the pool picture.
Nice.
Let's see.
But it's like the clarity that I've had from not smoking weed and drinking alcohol. Yeah. That is, of course, the background.
I don't know. Personally, I would hang out with that guy. That guy looks fun.
I do love that guy. He's a great guy.
That guy right there is very fun, but he's fucking broke. The one that you're going to see next year in the same pool with no alcohol.
Yo, can you buy me a beer? I'm broke.
Yeah, I'll buy you guys the beer because you guys can't fucking make it, but I'll make it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there in Aruba next to you with a nicer, more chiseled 6-pack in that pool next to you. So
you could do that. You have years of work to do to get there. So,
hey Ross, you heard that? You heard that? All right, give me until May, chiseled.
Give me until February.
Cap.
We'll see. All right, give me till March.
All right, give me until March
Let's go March
31st, 30th. I don't know how many days.
No, March 1st, right? Ross, what do you think? March 1st or April 1st?
Let's do a 12-week year. Let's do a
Okay.
12-week year. We'll conclude on April 1st. And both you shirts off, taking
Amor,
pictures.
venga.
And let's see
Venga un ratito.
who has more visible abs.
Venga, venga,
It
venga.
have to be April 2nd because Joey's gonna go on the internet and find some other photo and be like, this is my abs. And then he's
How much are we betting?
No, you gotta do it live.
Nosotros no puedo engañar mi dieta hasta el primero de año porque yo tengo un cosa con Jordan y él puedes hacer un mejor abdominals a yo hasta 31 a marzo. Entonces, nosotros no comida mala para 3 meses. Derecho. No engañar, no hamburguesas, no pizza, no arepas, nada.
No queso, no queso.
No, queso yo puedo, pero
Muchos arepas de chocolate.
galletas.
Todo.
No, arepas está bien, pero
Minimize
todo
calories.
otra cosa yo digo.
Minimize sugar.
¿Listo?
That's it.
I don't hardly consume any dairy, but the sugar gotta go for sure.
Jordan, you're fucked. If she's on board, it's over.
Let's go, baby. And the competition is what pushes us forward.
And then we'll do it live, and then we'll do a trip down to Medellin in April.
I was gonna say the bet is steak dinner at that one crazy steakhouse you kept talking about, but never took me to. But now I eat steak, so next time I'm in Medellin, we're eating there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't forget about the capabilities of where the abs can go.
Listen, brother. I've seen the photos. I know you could get jacked. I just think I'm not gonna get jacked before you. I'm just gonna get
No. That would be an unfair bet. I'm down to bet on my abs versus your biceps will never, like, you have years to go for this, but to bet on the abs, that's straight
Or just do steroids. I mean, you could get them a lot quicker. So
pass. Peptides.
Peptides over steroids any day of our lives.
it's fucking.
I like my balls staying where they are right now, guys.
So we have some goals coming up.
We have some ideas for how we're gonna hit them.
Yeah, and I think we should do. Let's do a Medellin.
Do we do a money bet though?
Medellin trip as well.
Do we do a bet?
I just told you the bet is whoever loses buys everybody's steak dinner at that steakhouse in Medellin that we didn't go to, but now I will go with you.
Oh, we're going to Don Diablo. That's done. Whoever loses buys the steak dinner.
Nicest steak on the menu.
We're getting porterhouses, all of us, and appetizers.
Yes.
But not drinks.
Just order whatever you want, but you front the bill.
Loser pays for the whole table, and everybody's going to be there.
And we're bowling out. Just no alcohol. If anyone orders alcohol, they can fucking leave.
They have to book a plane trip immediately and fly back home.
Yeah, literally.
Like, you guys.
No, fuck out. But no, I think this is what we're gonna fucking do, and Jordan's gonna get his ass beat, guys.
We'll see.
I don't think he even realizes how bad he's gonna get beat.
We'll see, brother.
Ross, are you in on this too, or no? You're going through your bulk, so there's no Rossi in this challenge.
Yeah, I mean abs, I can get them relatively easy.
There's no Ross like the store.
No. I mean, like I can get them relatively easy, but if I want to put on muscle, you don't have abs. I don't do steroids, never will. If you want muscle,
I gotta wait for you to put on muscle and get abs at the same time without taking steroids and changing any of your hormones.
How's that?
Peptides.
Well, it's taking something. I get it.
Yeah,
no, and I used to have the same sentiment
acids, proteins.
Until I understood peptides. Now that I understand them and like I'm actually fully educated on them, fuck.
Every
dumb not to take them.
Yeah.
Like my mom's on them.
Mine too.
We're not trying to get her jacked right now, but all I know is that her fucking blood pressure is down, her cholesterol's down, like everything that was flared up a couple months ago is already down. Literally just from her being on peptides. It's fucking crazy.
I'm not against them. It comes down to
research.
Correct. And it's just
That's what I challenge you to do.
I'll send you
Jordan
my,
could educate you.
my research right now.
Trevor Balkman.
My research right now is going into AI, storage units, and business credit.
All you need is 1 hour of research on peptides, and you'll know everything.
Okay.
That's
Pretty-
wholly crazily untrue. But
Yeah.
1 hour, 1 hour, you could learn enough that would convince you because the science is that simple.
Alex
Yes.
Hormozy said this, and this one resonated the other day on one of his YouTubes, and he said, if you go basically all in for 20 hours on one topic or niche, you're going to be pretty darn confident in it. 20 hours is all it takes to get a general understanding where you're going to be way more knowledgeable than most people. That's just 20 hours of your time on whatever it is you're looking to do or knowledge you're trying to acquire.
So there you go. Get 20 hours when you got the time for the peptides just to see it. And then let's all have 6-packs by fucking April in Colombia. And maybe, just maybe, that will be when we do the Colombia real estate event.
Sounds like a great idea.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
And let's do, when we come down to Colombia, let's do at least a 2-day where we're just going to shovel leads in for fucking 2 full days.
Go live from here, actually do it this time. And then we're also going to do a 2-day in Guatapé with a gigantic mansion and a lot of mushrooms.
Cool.
Just saying. Just saying. Self-growth, guys, it is the most important thing. Self-work.
First one to shit their pants loses.
Deal. Jordan's fucked.
Wait, what did I miss?
You said first one to shit their pants loses. I said Jordan's fucked.
Oh yeah, I do shit my pants a couple times a week. You know, I go through the undies, man. I gotta keep a new stock.
Depends.
Yeah, true. Diapers work.
Jesus Christ.
All right, fellas,
I-
listen.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, let's hit it. Let's hit it.
We will not end this fucking live. If I have anything to say about it, we don't do a fucking soapbox.
All right, I got you. Soapbox is forever and ever, no matter what you attempt to accomplish in this life, you will have doubters, people who do not believe in you, people who aren't going to express their pride in the things you're trying to accomplish. And eventually you're going to realize it doesn't fucking matter. None of their opinions matter. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is how you feel about what you're doing. If you recognize that everything you're going through is setting you up for the successes that you're chasing and the dreams that you see in your head, then keep doing it. Stay on that path and don't let anybody deter you, no matter what, because you're doing exactly what you know you were meant to be doing. Stay on the path, make moves, not excuses.
Awesome. Love it. I'm going to do a little segue off of what Jordan is saying. We got a little busy prior to jumping on this live, but it was along the lines of this: finding your fuel of what drives you. Everybody has different reasons for what drives them. And it could be a combination of reasons, and that's fine. For me personally, I have a driver. I got really vulnerable one night when I was back in law enforcement and basically told a couple select individuals my game plan, my vision. And the vision was this. I am on a journey to make $250,000 a month as fast as possible. And when I hit $250,000 a month, I'm likely going to 10x that goal. But the first landmark is $250,000 coming in every single month for the rest of my life. That's landmark number one. And a guy by the name of Nick, and I thank him to this day. He looked me right in the eye and he said, everybody can dream. Good luck with that, brother. So this is where there's a fork in the road. You can be pissed off. You could be angry. You could throw in the towel. You can give up. I literally shook his hand, looked him in the eye, said, "Thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate that statement. And I'm going to remember it." And I did to this day. That kind of shit is my fuel. What he didn't know is everything that you put your mind to and obsess about, you can accomplish. But if you're not obsessed, it will never happen. There is liking, there is dreaming, and then there's obsession. Obsession is the key. So get obsessed. Find your fuel and get obsessed.
100%. I'm gonna say a quick thing to what Ross said, and then I'm gonna get into what I actually wanted to talk to you guys about today. But I was on our mushroom trip the other day with my wife, and literally, like, we talked about that right there. Like, the brain is so fucking powerful, and you can literally do anything you put your mind to, but fly. Like, you cannot fly, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. And I had to say that because we're on fucking mushrooms, and last thing I want is my wife going jumping off the fucking balcony. We're like, I can fly. So that did not happen. But
16
the brain is so fucking powerful that like when she first took the mushrooms, she was fucking shaking and sweating, and she's like, "I don't know, this isn't good." I'm like, "It's been 10 minutes. You don't feel anything of the mushrooms yet. This is all in your fucking head." And once we get to the point where we understand how powerful the brain is, and like literally, we can do anything we want to do. I want to learn Spanish. It's been fucking 4 years. I'm almost fluent. Like, there's people that have lived in the US for fucking 20 and still don't speak English that came over from South America, right? Or other countries. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, fucking Nelson pops in out of nowhere. At the end of the day, fucking your brain is more powerful than you guys realize. And you physically, if you put your mind to it and you put the action behind it, it is fucking possible. You just can't fly. Sorry, that's the only thing you can't do. So what I wanted to get into is this. Stop being a fucking bitch. Like, you guys are so soft, it's not even funny. You guys are so soft that you literally can't even be wrong. It's like, oh my God, you failed. You fucked up. You were wrong. The world's over now. You're going to go fucking cry about it. Like, that is the definition of softness. Do you want to know what's not easy? What's not easy is looking internally, looking into myself and figuring out, what do I need to work on? Where did Joey fuck up? That's the hard part. But it's actually not that fucking hard. Do you want to know what's harder than looking into yourself and figuring out where you can better yourself and where you can grow? The harder thing is being fucking broke the rest of your life. The harder thing is having a fucking goal and never achieving it. The harder thing is having your family, your wife, your kids, your fucking husband, whatever situation you are, not respecting you because you are being fucking soft. That's so much harder than fucking literally not being a bitch, not being soft, and just doing the hard fucking work. Guys, I grew up really fucking hard. A lot of fucking trauma growing up. I used to get the shit beat out of me every single day. Alcoholic stepdad, the whole fucking nine. And it's very easy for me to sit here and just be like, oh, well, I'm just going to be a piece of shit because I was raised by a piece of shit and blah, 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 all the bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I have done so much self-work. I've been on multiple trips where I go internally and I heal that fucking trauma. I had to deal with this shit that I fucking had to live with. And it's like, it's not easy, but what's harder is me not fixing myself and then having my wife not be able to respect me. Having my fucking team looking at me like I'm not the one that's going to go to war for them every single day. So I had to choose a long fucking time ago, instead of being a bitch and being soft, to get hard and fucking figure this shit out and just go internal. Deal with it head on. Deal with the hard things every fucking day. And then the perspective shift of that is I could either sit here and be like, oh, poor me, I fucking was abused as a kid, blah, 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 blah. That's why I'm so depressed. And blah. Or, wait, I live in Colombia now. I no longer live in the house that I had to grow up in. And I already made it out of that fucking situation. So look at the strength that I already fucking possess that a lot of people that didn't have to go through hard shit don't have. Mm-hmm. Hard times are what create the strength The strength is what creates the warrior, and the warrior is the one that goes out and fucking brings in the bread. So it's like for you guys to be able to to not be able to go internal and not fix yourself and not be able to be held accountable, for not to be able to be wrong, never fail, that you all got to just start fixing yourselves and get to the point where you understand that like failure is necessary, it's mandatory, and you're going to be wrong a lot more than you're going to be right. So start accepting it fucking now. Stop being a bitch, stop being fucking soft, and you guys will be good. So wanted to leave y'all off with that. I hope everybody has a good New Year's Eve, a good New Year. I wish you guys a lot of good wealth, a lot of good blessings for everybody. I'm excited to see where all of us are in the next year. I'm excited to see me, Ross, and Jordan up here for the next year, fucking showing you guys how this shit's done and having fun in the fucking process. So, Jordan, Ross, as always, I appreciate you guys coming up here. Excited to run it up with you guys into this next year. Next year started a couple months ago for us already, so I know we're prepared. But everybody, go be safe tomorrow night. Make sure you guys do smart things, good things, and then go into the new year with a different perspective and start working on your fucking selves. You guys got this shit. Peace the fuck out, y'all.
Much love, everybody. Peace.